Be me, 24 years old and finally getting my life together. Started seeing a therapist after my ex convinced me I had commitment issues. Spoiler alert, I don't have commitment issues. She just wanted to sleep with my roommate. But the therapy thing is actually helping, so I keep going. My therapist, Dr. Patterson, is this chill, older dude in his 50s. Has that soothing therapist voice that makes you want to spill all your secrets. We meet every Tuesday at 4 p.m. in his office downtown. The sessions are going great. I'm learning coping mechanisms and shit. Starting to feel like a functional adult for once in my pathetic life. One Tuesday I show up early and the waiting room is empty. Sit down and start scrolling through my phone looking at memes. The door opens and this girl walks in carrying a stack of files. She's maybe 5'6", blonde hair and a messy bun, wearing scrubs. Probably works at the medical building doing admin stuff or nursing. She looks at me and her eyes go wide like she's seen a ghost. Immediately trips over absolutely nothing and drops all the files everywhere. Papers explode across the waiting room like a bomb went off. I jump up to help her pick everything up because I'm a gentleman. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm such a klutz. Her face is bright red and she won't make eye contact. No worries. Happens to the best of us. We're both crouched down, grabbing papers and our hands touch. She yanks her hand back like I'm made of fire. Sorry, I'll get these. She grabs the remaining papers and literally runs out of the waiting room. Well, that was weird as hell. But okay. Go into my session with Dr. Patterson and mention the weird encounter. Oh, that was probably my daughter. She helps out with filing sometimes. Your daughter works here? Part-time, she's in nursing school. Gets nervous around new people. Makes sense. She seemed anxious as fuck. Don't think much of it and continue with my session about learning to set boundaries. Next week I show up and she's there again organizing magazines. The second she sees me, she drops an entire stack and they scatter everywhere. We have to stop meeting like this. I'm trying to make a joke, but she just squeaks and runs to the back room. Did I do something wrong? Do I smell bad? What the hell? Third week in a row, I'm in the waiting room and she's watering the plants. I can see her hands shaking from across the room. She's clearly trying not to look at me but keeps glancing over. Every time our eyes meet, she looks away so fast I'm surprised she doesn't get whiplash. Hey, I'm not gonna bite, you know. I'm actually a patient here, not a serial killer. She makes this strangled noise and waters her own shoe instead of the plant. I know you're a patient. My dad talks about, not specifically about you. Patient confidentiality. I'm leaving now. She literally speed walks out with one wet shoe and I'm so confused. Tell Dr. Patterson, his daughter might be afraid of me. Afraid? No, I think she might have a crush on you actually. Record scratch. Freeze frame. What the fuck did he just say? What now? She's been asking about you. When your appointments are, if you're single, what your name is. That's allowed? Don't you have, rules about that? I'm not giving her any personal information. She's just very persistent. Reminds me of her mother. This is the strangest thing that's ever happened to me. Next session I show up and there's a coffee on the waiting room table. Little note next to it says, "Sorry for being weird. Hope you like caramel macchiato." That's literally my exact coffee order. How the fuck does she know that? Dr. Patterson's daughter is apparently a psychic stalker. Drink the coffee because free coffee is free coffee and I'm not made of money. It's actually perfect. Exactly how I like it. She peeks around the corner from the back room. Did you like it? It's great, thanks. How did you know my order? I possibly might have followed you to Starbucks last week. You what? In a non-creepy way. I was just going to the same Starbucks that you happened to be at. That I knew you'd be at because I memorized your schedule. She realizes what she just said and her face goes red. That sounded worse out loud. I'm gonna go die of embarrassment now. She retreats back into the office, and I'm processing that I have a stalker. A really bad stalker who immediately confesses to stalking. Tell Dr. Patterson that his daughter admitted to following me. Yes, she told me. I suggested she just talk to you like a normal person, but she said that's too scary. This is so weird. Should I be concerned? Do you find her attractive? What kind of therapist question is that? A father question. I'm wearing both hats right now. Yeah, she's cute, in a stalkerish way. Then maybe give her a chance. She's harmless, just socially anxious. Your daughter is stalking me, and you're encouraging this? I prefer to call it aggressive interest. This is the most unprofessional therapy session ever, but also kind of hilarious. Next week, I decide to show up 30 minutes early. Want to actually try talking to this girl like a human being. She's at the reception desk doing paperwork. The second she sees me, she knocks over her entire cup of pens. You're early. You're never early. I'm not prepared. Prepared for what exactly? For seeing you. I have a whole routine. Deep breathing exercises, positive affirmations, escape route planning. You plan escape routes for when you see me? The window is right there. I could be out in 3 seconds. This girl is insane, and I'm weirdly charmed by it. What's your name? I feel like I should know the name of my stalker. You want to know my name? Generally, that's how conversations work, yeah. It's Jess, Jessica. But everyone calls me Jess. You can call me Jess, or Jessica, or nothing. You don't have to call me anything. She's spiraling, and it's adorable. Nice to officially meet you, Jess. I'm Anon. I know. I don't know. My dad didn't tell me. I definitely didn't look at your file. Did you look at my file? Maybe just the first page, only to see your name, and address, and emergency contact. Jess, that's literally stalking. I know. I'm a terrible person. I deserve jail. She looks like she's about to cry, so I backtrack. Hey, I'm not actually mad. It's kind of funny, honestly. Funny? You think me being a creepy stalker's funny? Well, when you put it like that, it sounds bad. She laughs, and it's really cute. She has this snorting laugh. I promise I'm not actually dangerous. Just really bad at flirting. Is that what this is? Flirting? Failed flirting. I've been building up courage for weeks to talk to you. You could have just said hi. That's what my therapist said. Wait, I shouldn't have said that. Forget I said that. Too late, I'm already laughing. We end up talking until my actual appointment time. Turns out when she's not panicking, she's actually really funny and smart. She's in her final year of nursing school, wants to work in pediatrics, loves horror movies, but only watches them during the day because she gets scared, has a cat named Spaghetti because she found him in an Italian restaurant dumpster. That's the best cat name I've ever heard. He's an idiot, but I love him. He once got his head stuck in a tissue box for 3 hours. I tell her about my job in IT and how I spend most of my day turning things off and on again. She actually laughs at my terrible tech support jokes. Dr. Patterson opens his office door looking amused. I see you two have finally started talking. Dad, don't be weird. I'm not being weird. You're being weird. You've been stalking my patient. I wasn't stalking. I was conducting reconnaissance. I'm watching a father-daughter argument, and it's the most entertaining thing ever. After my session, Jess is waiting in the parking lot. She's sitting on the hood of a beat-up Honda Civic. This isn't more stalking, I promise. I actually do work here, and this is my car. I believe you, mostly. Do you maybe want to get coffee? I promise not to follow you this time. We'll go together like normal people. Are you asking me on a date? Maybe. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Her face lights up and she literally jumps off the car hood. Really? You're saying yes? This isn't pity? It's not pity. I'm genuinely interested in the girl who stalked me and has a cat named Spaghetti. Oh my god, okay, don't freak out, Jess. You got this. She's talking to herself and pacing in circles. Are you okay? I'm great. This is great. I didn't plan this far ahead. Our first date is at a coffee shop and it's chaotically perfect. She spills her latte twice, knocks over the sugar dispenser, and accidentally calls the barista Mom. I'm so sorry. You probably think I'm a disaster. I think you're entertaining as hell. She tells me about her most embarrassing nursing school moments, like the time she fainted during her first blood draw, or when she accidentally called a patient Sweetie and he was only like 2 years older than her. I tell her about the time I accidentally wiped a company server because I was hungover. Did you get fired? Almost. Had to do a lot of groveling and unpaid overtime. We talk for 4 hours until the coffee shop is closing. Walk her to her car and she trips over a speed bump. I catch her before she face plants. You know, you're very accident prone. It's worse around you. You make me nervous. Still? Especially now. Now there's date pressure. I kiss her and she makes this surprised squeaking noise. When we pull apart, she's grinning like an idiot. That was my first kiss in 2 years. How? You're amazing. I told you I'm bad at flirting. Most guys don't find stalking charming. Lucky for you, I'm not most guys. We start dating officially, and it's the weirdest relationship ever. My therapist is dating my girlfriend's dad, and it's so awkward. Dr. Patterson tries to maintain professional boundaries. We will not discuss your relationship in our sessions. Thank God. Unless you want to discuss how you're dating my daughter. I thought we weren't discussing it. I'm asking as a father, not your therapist. This is a nightmare. Meanwhile, Jess keeps showing up at my apartment by accident. I was just in the neighborhood. You live 40 minutes away. It's a very large neighborhood. She brings me food constantly because she's convinced I don't eat enough. She's not wrong. I survive mostly on ramen and regret. 2 months in and I meet her mom. Her parents are divorced, which explains some things. Her mom is this tiny blonde woman who talks a mile a minute just like Jess. So you're the boy my daughter has been obsessing over. Mom? She has a whole notebook about you. Mom. What? It's sweet. She did the same thing in middle school with that boy from her math class. I look at Jess, who is dying of embarrassment. You have a notebook about me? It's not a notebook. It's just a few pages. In a notebook that I labeled with your name. What's in it? Things I noticed about you. Like how you always order caramel macchiatos, and you bite your pen when you're thinking. And you have that one gray hoodie you wear on Thursdays. That's thorough. I told you I was a stalker. Her mom loves this and keeps embarrassing her. By the end of dinner, I know every embarrassing childhood story, including the time Jess got her head stuck in a chair at school. It's genetic. My dad got his head stuck in things too. Your dad never mentioned that in therapy. Because he's a professional, unlike Mom. 6 months into dating, and Jess moves in with me. Technically, she's just staying over a lot, but her entire closet is in my apartment. Spaghetti the cat has also moved in, and he's as dumb as advertised. I find him stuck in increasingly ridiculous places. Behind the refrigerator, inside a pillowcase, somehow inside a closed drawer. Your cat might be liquid. He's just adventurous. He got stuck in a shoebox, Jess. An adventurous shoebox. Living with her is chaotic but great. She leaves notes everywhere with little drawings. Gone to clinical rotation, there's pizza in the fridge, love you. With a little doodle of a cat eating pizza. I leave her notes too. Went to work. Don't let spaghetti eat the plants again. Love you more. It becomes a competition of who can write the most elaborate notes. 1 year in, and Dr. Patterson brings up my relationship in therapy. How are things with Jessica? I thought we weren't discussing this? I'm asking as a father, are your intentions serious? Are you giving me the dad talk during therapy? I'm giving you the dad talk using therapy communication techniques. This is so unprofessional. Do you love my daughter? Well, shit. Didn't expect that direct question. Yeah, I do. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Good. Because she's absolutely head over heels for you. Literally, she fell down the stairs last week because she was texting you. Is she okay? She's fine. Showed me the text conversation like a proud badge of honor. Your daughter is unhinged. Yes, and you love her anyway. Can't argue with that logic. Jess graduates nursing school with honors, and I'm the loudest person cheering. Brought an air horn and everything, got dirty looks from everyone. Jess is crying happy tears and laughing at the same time. After the ceremony, she runs up and jumps into my arms. I did it. I'm a nurse. You're a nurse. I'm so proud of you. She kisses me in front of everyone, including her professors. Her mom is crying. Her dad is trying not to cry. My baby girl is all grown up. Dr. Patterson is being professional, but I can see he's emotional. Later at the celebration dinner, Jess leans over and whispers, "Thank you for putting up with my crazy." Your crazy is my favorite thing about you. Even the stalking? Especially the stalking. Best thing that ever happened to me. 2 years together, and I'm planning to propose. Ask Dr. Patterson for his blessing in the most awkward therapy session ever. I want to marry your daughter. I know. You know? You've been dropping hints for weeks. Also, Jessica told me you were looking at rings. How does she know that? She's still stalking you. It's just more socially acceptable now that you're dating. Jesus Christ, I'm marrying a stalker. Do I have your blessing? Of course. But if you hurt her, therapy won't save you. Was that a threat from my therapist or from my future father-in-law? Both. I'm multitasking. Plan this elaborate proposal at the place we first met. The waiting room of Dr. Patterson's office. Get him to keep the office open late and decorate the waiting room. Tell Jess we need to pick something up from her dad's office. She walks in and sees candles and flowers everywhere. What's happening? Is someone getting married here? That's weird. Yeah, hopefully us. Get down on one knee and she immediately burst into tears. Are you serious? This isn't a prank? I'm completely serious. Will you marry me? Yes. Oh my god, yes. I can't believe this is happening. I put the ring on her finger and she's shaking so bad she almost drops it. Don't drop the ring. That's like bad luck or something. I make no promises. My hands don't work when I'm emotional. Dr. Patterson comes out of his office with champagne. Congratulations, you two. Dad, did you know about this? I'm his therapist and your father. I know everything. We celebrate in the waiting room where she used to stalk me. Full circle moment and it's perfect. Wedding planning is chaos because Jess has opinions about everything. We need to have a dessert table, but also a candy bar and a s'mores station. Babe, that's a lot of sugar. It's our wedding. We can have diabetes if we want. Can't argue with that logic. She makes a binder with tabs and color coding. This is the same level of organization you use for stalking me. I prefer to call it intensive planning. My friends find the whole story hilarious. So let me get this straight. Your therapist's daughter stalked you? Yep. And now you're marrying her? Yep. That's the most insane meet cute I've ever heard. I live an interesting life. The wedding day arrives, and Jess is a nervous wreck. Her bridesmaids have to literally stop her from running to check on things. The flowers are fine. The cake is fine. Everything is fine. But what if Spaghetti got out of the house? He's locked in the bathroom with food and water. He's fine. I'm waiting at the altar, trying not to panic. Dr. Patterson is walking her down the aisle, which is surreal. My therapist is about to become my father-in-law. The music starts and everyone stands. Then I hear a crash and everyone gasps. Jess has tripped over her dress at the entrance. She's on the ground in a pile of white fabric. Of course she fell. It wouldn't be our wedding otherwise. Dr. Patterson helps her up and she's laughing. I'm okay, just making an entrance. Everyone laughs, and she continues down the aisle. When she gets to me, she whispers, I can't believe I fell at my own wedding. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. The ceremony is beautiful, even though she cries through her vows. I promise to love you forever, even though I stalked you first, and I'll try not to trip over things as much. I promise to love you forever too, even when you trip over literally nothing, and I'll always catch you. We kiss and everyone cheers. As we walk back down the aisle, she trips again and I catch her. See, I told you I'd catch you. My hero. Married life is exactly like dating, except now it's legally binding. Jess still leaves notes everywhere, but now they say wife instead of girlfriend. Gone to work, don't. Forget we're married now. Love your wife. She's very excited about being a wife. I'm excited too, but I don't write it in all caps. We buy a house together, and it's a disaster. Jess insists on decorating, and her style is chaotic maximalist. We need more plants. We have 17 plants. But this one is different. It's a fern. We have 3 ferns. This is a special fern. Our house ends up looking like a jungle mixed with a library mixed with a cat playground. It's perfect and exactly us. 3 years married and Jess comes home with news. I'm pregnant. She just blurts it out while I'm eating cereal. I choke on my Cheerios and start coughing. Are you okay? You can't just drop that bomb while someone's eating. I've been holding it in all day. I took 5 tests. She shows me all 5 tests lined up on the bathroom counter. That's definitely positive. All 5 times. We're having a baby. She's crying happy tears again. I hug her and we're both crying now. Our kid is going to be so chaotic. With my coordination, and you're pretty coordinated. They're getting all chaos from you. Lucky them. Tell Dr. Patterson in the most awkward therapy session yet. My daughter's pregnant. I know, she told me last week. She told you before me? She needed to tell someone and you were at work. I'm going to be a grandpa. This is surreal. You're handling it well. I'm processing it in therapy. My therapy. That I'm giving myself. Are you okay? I'm going to be a grandpa to my patient's baby. This is the weirdest timeline. Poor guy is having an existential crisis. Pregnancy with Jess is entertaining. She's more accident-prone than usual somehow. Walked into 3 doors in one day. The baby is throwing off my center of gravity. You're 2 months pregnant. It's preparing me for later. She has the weirdest cravings. Pickles and ice cream, classic, but also tuna fish with chocolate syrup. That's disgusting. Don't judge me. Your child wants tuna chocolate. I refuse to take responsibility for that. She cries at everything now. A commercial about toilet paper made her sob for 20 minutes. The puppy was just so soft. It's a commercial, babe. He was a good boy. 7 months pregnant, and we're setting up the nursery. Jess has opinions about everything as usual. We need the crib here. No, wait, there. Actually, back to the first spot. We moved the crib 6 times before she's satisfied. She's painting a mural on the wall of cats and clouds. What if the baby doesn't like cats? Impossible. Our baby will love cats. It's genetic. That's not how genetics work. It is in this family. Spaghetti is very interested in all the baby stuff. Keeps sleeping in the crib despite our efforts to keep him out. He's claiming his territory. The baby's not even here yet. He's planning ahead. Strategic cat thinking. Our daughter's born on a Tuesday at 3 a.m. Jess was in labor for 12 hours and handled it like a champ. I've never been more tired in my life. You did amazing. I want a burrito. They don't have burritos at the hospital. Then what's the point of any of this? They hand us our daughter, and she's perfect. Tiny and pink and screaming her head off. She's got your lungs. And your hair. She's got this little tuft of blonde hair sticking up. We name her Sophie because Jess read it in a baby name book at 2 a.m. and became obsessed. Sophie is perfect. It means wisdom. Works for me. Dr. Patterson meets his granddaughter and tries not to cry. She's beautiful. Congratulations to both of you. Thanks, Grandpa. I'm not ready to be called Grandpa. Too bad, you're Grandpa now. Parenting is exhausting but amazing. Sophie inherited Jess's chaos energy immediately. She's always moving, always curious, always getting into things. At 6 months, she somehow got stuck between the couch cushions. How did she even get in there? She's your daughter. She's our daughter. She got the chaos gene from you, and the adventure gene from you. That's not a real gene. Spaghetti has appointed himself as Sophie's guardian, follows her everywhere and sleeps under her crib. I think the cat loves her more than us. He's just protecting his small human. She grabbed his tail yesterday and he didn't even care. He's a good boy. Sophie's first birthday party is complete chaos. Jess planned everything down to the minute. We have cake at 2, presents at 3, meltdown at 4. You scheduled a meltdown? I'm being realistic. She's 1. The party is space-themed because Sophie loves pointing at stars. Or what we think are stars, she might just like pointing. All our friends and family show up. Dr. Patterson brings his new girlfriend, and Jess immediately interrogates her. What are your intentions with my father? Jess, what? I'm allowed to be protective. You stalked your husband. That's different. That was romantic stalking. Sophie smashes her cake and gets it everywhere. In her hair, on her face, somehow on the ceiling. How did it get up there? Our daughter defies physics. She's amazing. She really is. 2 years later, and we're thinking about having another kid. Sophie needs a sibling. Or she could be an only child and live a peaceful existence. Where's the fun in that? Jess, we barely sleep as is. But imagine 2 tiny, chaotic humans. That sounds like a nightmare. A beautiful nightmare that we created. Can't argue with that somehow. 6 months later, she's pregnant again. Surprise. We're doing this again. I thought we were going to plan this one. We did plan it. We planned to be spontaneous. That's not how planning works. It is now. Second pregnancy is easier because we know what to expect. Except Jess's cravings are even weirder this time. I need pickles and peanut butter and hot sauce. All together. Yes, don't judge me. I'm judging you a little bit. Rude. I'm growing a human. Sophie is very excited about being a big sister. She keeps talking to Jess's belly and singing to it. Baby? Baby coming? Yes, baby is coming. Our baby, sweetie. My baby. She's going to be possessive. Great. Our son is born and we name him Oliver. He's calm and quiet, complete opposite of Sophie. How did we make such a chill baby? Maybe he got all the recessive calm genes. I don't think that's how genetics work. It is in this family. Sophie is obsessed with her baby brother, wants to hold him constantly and help with everything. I help Mama. You're such a good big sister. She tries to share her toys with him even though he's a newborn. Baby want dinosaur? He can't play with toys yet, sweetie. Baby broken? No, he's just little. Fix baby? This is going to be interesting. 5 years into marriage and life is beautifully chaotic. 2 kids, 1 cat, 1 house, 1 very patient therapist father-in-law. Jess still works as a pediatric nurse and loves it. I'm now a senior IT manager, which sounds impressive, but mostly means more meetings. We still leave each other notes every day. Gone to work, kids are fed, spaghetti is stuck behind the dryer again. Love you. Got spaghetti out. Took kids to daycare. You're the best wife ever. Love you more. Sophie is 4 now, and just as chaotic as predicted. She once convinced Oliver to help her paint the dog. We don't have a dog. She painted the neighbor's dog, had to apologize profusely and offer to pay for grooming. I make him pretty. Sweetie, we talked about asking permission. I ask dog. Dog say yes. The dog can't talk. Dog say yes with eyes. Oliver is 2 and turning out to be the calm, rational one. He looks at Sophie's chaos and chooses peace. Sophie, no. But Ollie, we make cake. No cake. Mess. Mess fun. No. He's a man of few words and good judgment. Jess finds it hilarious that our son is more responsible than both of us. He gets it from your dad. The therapy genes are strong. That's definitely not a thing. It is now. Dr. Patterson is still my therapist, which is wild. How does it feel being married to my daughter? Amazing and chaotic. Your granddaughter painted a dog. I heard. Jessica was very proud. She shouldn't encourage that behavior. She's her mother's daughter. I'm aware. I married into this chaos willingly. Any regrets? None. Best decision I ever made was opening that window when your daughter was stalking me. She wasn't stalking, she was absolutely stalking. It's fine. I'm into it. He sighs, but he's smiling. You're good for her. She's happy. She makes me happy too, even when she's being a disaster, especially when she's being a disaster, especially then. 10 years later, and we're still going strong. Sophie is 14 and just as chaotic, now with teenage attitude. Mom, you don't understand fashion. I understand you want to wear a traffic cone as a hat. It's called style. Oliver is 12, and still the voice of reason. Sophie, that's not appropriate for school. You're not the boss of me. Someone has to be. He's going to be a therapist like his grandpa, calling it now. Spaghetti is ancient, but still causing problems. He's 17 and acts like he's immortal. Still gets stuck in things regularly. How's he still doing this? He's committed to the bit. It's not a bit. He's just dumb. He's our dumb cat, and we love him. Jess still stalks me, but now it's socially acceptable. Where are you going? To the store. I'm coming with you. I'm just getting milk. I know, but I want to be with you. Can't be mad at that. She still trips over nothing regularly. I've gotten very good at catching her. You know, after 20 years, you'd think I'd be more coordinated. I like you clumsy. Keeps life interesting. You're just saying that because you have good reflexes. Also true. We still go on dates to coffee shops. Still order the same drinks. Still talk for hours about nothing. Remember when you thought I was going to murder you? To be fair, you were acting suspicious. I was nervous. You followed me to Starbucks. I was gathering intel. That's stalking. Romantic stalking. That feeling when your therapist's daughter started stalking you. That feeling when the stalking turned into the best relationship of your life. That feeling when you married the chaos and got 2 kids and an immortal cat. That feeling when your therapist became your father-in-law and still gives you therapy. That feeling when life turned out better than you could have planned. My face when the weird girl in the waiting room became my everything. My face when I'd choose this chaos over stability any day. My face when love found me in the most ridiculous way possible. And I'm grateful for every second.
She dropped the files again. My therapist's daughter. This can't be happening. Sitting in the waiting room just trying to heal. When she walked in and made the tension real. Blonde hair in a bun, wearing nursing scrubs. She saw me and tripped over nothing but love. Papers flying everywhere, her face turning red. I helped her pick them up, she ran away instead. Week after week she'd panic when I'd arrive. My therapist just laughed, said she's got it bad, right? Then I found a coffee with a note by my name. Sorry for being weird, but she knew my order, that's insane. She admitted that she followed me to Starbucks last week. This therapist's daughter, she's a beautiful freak. My therapist's daughter started Dr. Patterson said give her a shot. Most unprofessional advice that I've ever got. Our first date, she spilled her latte twice. Called the barista mom, it was paradise. She's got a cat named Spaghetti, found in a dumpster. Gets stuck in tissue boxes, that cat's a troublemaker. She falls over nothing, I catch her every time. This clumsy little stalker, she's perfectly mine. Repose in the waiting room where she used to hide. Candles and flowers, she cried and cried. Is this real? You're not pranking me. I'm marrying my stalker happily. My therapist's daughter started stalking me. Followed me around with nervous energy. From the waiting room to wedding day she fell. The girl who stalked me, she's my wife, all is well. My therapist's daughter, she's my world. The anxious, clumsy, stalking girl. From recon missions to family life, I married the chaos, she's my wife. Oh, he fell. Now we've got 2 kids and that immortal cat. Sophie painted the neighbor's dog, imagine that. Oliver's the calm one, voice of reason at 2. Dr. Patterson's my father-in-law, so weird but true. She still leaves me notes everywhere. Love your wife, written with care. 10 years later, she still trips and falls, but I catch her every time she calls. My therapist's daughter started stalking me. Best worst decision in my history. From anxiety attacks to building a